Roger, 0J, and I feel fine.
Liftoff and the clock has started.
This is No Offense, eh? Brought to you by Matt Buchanan Studios with comedians Matt Buchanan and Jackie Graham. Be sure to visit our website at www.mattbuchananstudios.com and you can order my new book, An Explanation for Life, the Universe, the Brain, the Mind, and Consciousness. We mean you no offense, so please don't cry. We are comedians, so that's our alibi. So if you don't like us, please don't cancel the show. We're just having fun, so just let it go.
You ever seen Jesus Christ Superstar?
I think I have, like, way back, yeah, actually, like in a play or something.
You know, they have, I don't know, there's just one song, it's like, Jesus Christ Superstar. For some reason, I'm just reading your shirt. I'm like, Matt Buchanan Studios.
That's so...
We're recording the whole time, so this is...
Pardon?
We're recording everything. Now we're
Okay, good. But yeah, that's so unoriginal.
That's so unoriginal?
No, but just
how dare you?
Because, I mean,
who makes Jesus Christ Superstar jokes anymore?
No, I just mean it's funny that they would... like,
that's the song?
Yeah, like, the show is called... It just seems a bit on, don't you?
No, it's like a musical. It's like a musical theater.
You thought I was talking about you, like, that was an unoriginal joke. Yeah, I've never heard anyone else do a Jesus Christ, so that's definitely...
I'm just
that's
immediately
your
offended.
Sure. That's yours. You can have it. You know, you use that.
All right.
Oh.
It's actually, an idea for you.
Come out there singing Matt Buchanan Studios. That's where they come. The people come here to hear me sing.
Well, we have a jingle of you singing, so maybe we can just add that in. That's my contribution.
Yeah,
I'll add
that. It should be you. You should be singing it. Really. We need to get you on the singing and on the intro and that too. And I was thinking that about the like last week when we did the pronouncing. I was like, why didn't we get you to try too? You know?
Oh
you
my god!
Definitely tried.
Yeah.
I would have loved it.
It would have been really bad.
Give the people what they want.
It's true, actually, I guess.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day,
we know our lanes.
And I don't think either of us could have done much worse than the Indiganoo. Indiganoo. I don't think
it was really good.
That was the best.
It was.
I actually told that to Janelle at home.
Indiganoo.
Yeah, I love that. We were, so anybody, I don't know what we might cut in what we just did. We just had a technical difficulty, but we're back anyways. And we're
you
back
didn't even
rolling.
notice.
Yeah, you probably didn't even notice.
You might have noticed.
If you didn't, if you didn't notice, then you were probably, like, going to get some food out of the oven or in the kitchen. Like, maybe you were just in between things.
Looking at your phone.
Yeah, you weren't paying much attention. But maybe you didn't notice. And we just drew a lot of attention to it now for no reason.
Yeah.
We could have got away with it if it weren't for these meddling kids. And a little dog, too. I think I'm mixing two references there.
Okay, yeah, you're right, actually, because I'm like, I should remember that. But I'm like, wait, I don't think
the
that's
meddling
right.
kids was Scooby-Doo, but I think the little dog, too, that's like...
That's the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz.
I'll get you, Dorothy.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's not bad at all. You could do that.
I am.
Your acting skills coming out here.
A witch.
Okay, you just like align with the witch anyways. You can just kind of draw that out of you when you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. If it was a different time, I'd, be real nervous to get fucking burned.
Being drawn and quartered. And
yeah, that would be a horrible time to be alive.
Did you ever have to read the Scarlet Letter?
No, actually. And I went to a Catholic school, so you'd think that would be something they'd really be trying to preach at us.
Practically make you wear a sweater with the garb on it. Well, did you have uniform?
We did, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of like, making you wear something. Not quite like, they're not branding it like the Scarlet Letter. I barely remember the premise of the book, but
yeah.
I remember her being hunted down. I don't think she was a witch or nothing, but...
Well, I feel like it was something with, like, adultery, wasn't it? Like,
okay, that might have been it. You haven't even read it. I've read it, and you're, like, reminding me, see? I don't know what grade it was, probably 9 or 10 or something. We had to read it, but... Those risque things you get away with in public schools with no uniforms and...
Yeah. Bunch of fucking degenerates.
Kids just showing up with shirts with their own names on it.
I know. You can't judge each other on your shoes. Like, that was literally what it came down to sometimes.
Oh my god, I wish I had it.
Look at his shoes. He looks poor.
There's enough shit I got in here, but I wish I had the one thing, my baby shoe. I have my first shoe that I ever had. It's cute as shit. You want to know? It's a little pair of Jordan 1s. No shit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cute as hell. They're a little beat. They're probably in my room if they're not up here. I've got so many things on there that are other things, but they're around. Okay, look, we always have something to look forward to in future episodes.
Baby shoes.
This is what you're going to see, my baby shoes. It's literally my first pair of shoes I ever had, and they're Jordan 1s. Are my parents dope or my parents dope?
Yeah, that's actually fucking sick.
Yeah, they're nice. And they're actually, like, I mean, for being 28-year-old shoes, they're in not bad shape. I couldn't fit them anymore, but I would...
That'd be really, really weird if you could.
I wonder what the market is for vintage baby Jordan shoes.
Oh.
There's obviously a huge market. I've sold some of my old Jordans somehow, used shoes, because people will buy them because it's, there's a big market for it. But, yeah, I don't know about used baby Jordan shoes, although I never saw those anyways. But... what can I say?
I think it's ridiculous to spend a whole bunch of money on baby shoes when it's like they're going to fit into these shoes for like such a short amount of time.
Yeah, you're going to grow right out of them. Yeah. Except maybe, they get to keep them and then like 28 years later they end up having like a show and then it comes up randomly and then they're like, wait,
they
I
keep
actually
their
still
baby
had
shoe
that
in their
baby shoe
office.
because it was so dope. And then, yeah, it's like... That would be kind of weird if I did just have it in my office, wouldn't it?
But don't you?
If I had it on deck, it's in like the next room.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I keep way too much stuff. It's like a hoarder / collection thing. But I don't hoard. Like I keep it neat. But I have way too many collections. I guess is what it comes down to.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think you have too many. Because I haven't seen anything so far that I would cut from the collection. I just feel like you need more space to like put stuff up.
I do. This room should be twice as large.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
I just want to see all this weaponry.
Yeah, there's some serious weaponry. Got some iron axes. You can't even quite see it all up there. A few swords, some vintage antique swords, up there. You know what else we got? We decided that I was going to open this.
Oh, yes.
We were going to start with a wholesome segment, and then we'll see where the rest of the episode goes. So every so often, and like more often than not, like my grandma on one side, I'm very lucky to have 5 grandparents, and like they're all alive, because I have one that's like a step-grandparent, but he's been a step-grandparent for like 20-plus years, so he's my grandpa. He's 90. He still swims like 25 lengths a day. Yeah, he loves swimming. But this is from my grandparents on the Scottish side, from my dad's side. Anyway, she just sends me mail sometimes. It's often just like a letter about her day, and it's usually really sweet. So I don't know what this is. I don't think there's anything I'm celebrating, so I don't think it's for anything. But let's just see.
This is going to actually be so adorable.
Yeah, who knows? Okay,
so wait, what's her name?
Her name's Marion. She is a very sweet woman.
Marion?
Marion. Yes, it's a very lovely grandma name, and John, her husband. So this is from them, but I'm assuming my grandma usually writes whatever she. So yeah, it just says to me. I didn't see because old people. Adults always have. I mean, not even old, just adults always have like their fucking address on a sticker.
So you're just like showing.
Oh my god!
All the addresses.
Are you kidding me? Oh what? Yeah, I didn't mean. Hopefully, I didn't show just the sweetness of what this is. This just blows my mind.
Okay.
Wow, Grandma, I love you. It's a Valentine's Day card.
Oh my god.
from my grandma that she sent me. I didn't get a Valentine's Day card from nobody. It says, in the trillions of galaxies with trillions of stars, there's only one you. My Lord. My Lord.
Wow, no wonder
it says, and
you're
you are
such a
amazing.
balanced adult.
Happy
You're so loved.
I was so loved. I had a great childhood.
Wow.
5 grandparents. I had a good life. And no reason, but if you knew me when I was 13... I don't think anyone's
feeling alienated right now.
If you knew me when I was like 13, you would not have thought I turned out this way. That's why I think they celebrate me, because they're like, he made it.
Aww.
It also says, so this is what she wrote. It also says, hope you have a great day and someone special to share with. Love, Grandpa and Grandma. Oh, I love you guys. That's so sweet.
That's so sweet.
For the people. One for the people. That was our wholesome segment.
And you are amazing.
That was sweet.
Adorable.
And I really didn't know what to expect, because she sent me a letter like 3 weeks ago maybe, and it was more or less just like, and I'm so happy about it, this letter too, but it was basically like, we don't get to do a whole lot these days, so I wanted to write you, and I got to make it down to the drugstore today, and they have a post office, so it was just like she knew she was gonna finally make it to the drugstore and get to the post office, so she just wanted to write it, and she goes for this walk around the neighborhood. It's great. So yeah, we love you, Marion.
That is so adorable. That is like the most wholesome segment we've ever had.
I don't know if we'll ever beat it. That was very sweet. This is the same grandma and grandpa who took out a page in their local, not a page, but an ad in their local newspaper when I graduated my PhD, and put my picture in it and said, congratulations, Dr. Buchanan, and it was my picture in their local newspaper in the city.
They wanted to brag to all their friends. They're like, see? That's right, Cheryl.
That's how you brag in those times, I guess, yeah.
My grandson was in the paper.
I was in the paper.
He's a doctor.
So that's the sweet. She's the type of grandma that they used to own a trailer park before they'd retired, and it was like that's where my cottage was when I was growing up, and all my friends would come up there, and we had a trailer there, and like we could cottage and sleep, and everybody called her grandma. Like she was just grandma to everybody, and like she was grandma to the trailer park. Everybody, like some people called her Marion, but for many people she was grandma.
That's so adorable.
Still is. All right, so let us let's see. I did it because it's always this thing. Yeah, I think we're fine again though, or I am at least.
I don't know. Okay.
That's what happened last time too. It's that one cord is precarious over there. Maybe I should just replace it.
Maybe.
So last week we were wait, should we go into this or should we talk about bidets?
Should we talk about bidets?
We were talking about bidets earlier.
We were.
And right before we got on air actually, and it just like it turns out we have, we both have bidet stories. Well, like I did at least, which was just that the first time that I experienced a bidet, I was 18 or 19, and it was in Rome, and we just thought it was a urinal at first because it was like a toilet and then what looked like a more open toilet without. So anyways, it became a urinal for the whole time that we stayed there, unfortunately. And then there was also the situation of other toilets in Europe that for some reason don't have toilet seats, and it's all you got to hover the whole time or make a real serious there's no, I don't know, there's not much way around
it.
Maybe
because they squat. Do they squat more?
I think it must be a squatting culture.
Yeah, because that's like the squatty potty. Like it puts you into the proper position of like a squat, like you would
something you
out
can
in the
install
wild
in your house, like a squatty potty.
It's literally just like a step stool that you put around your toilet that your feet go up on to make
I see. But is that also maybe just for making it easier, because if you're lifting your legs up you might have a more smooth
apparently transition. It's better for that as well, because I feel like it's how you would naturally
probably, I guess, back in evolutionary, it's not you would have been relaxed it'd
be weird to sit at such an angle.
You should probably be at a right angle, yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, and apparently you got time on bidets that you could talk about, but I mean, you want to share one tidbit? I mean, we can't fully hear you, but we can share it.
Sounds like
if
a
you're loud
really,
enough,
really good idea.
We can still hear you, but.
Yeah, there was this one moment where the urinal next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, like, every toilet is a bidet in Japan.
Okay, in Japan, all these toilets. In Bataan, in Japan, yeah.
There's every urinal,
yeah.
every toilet is a bidet. So in the one next to me, all of a sudden I started, like, smelling, like, flowers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's going on over there? And
Yeah.
I realized, and then it came from both sides. There's, like, weird mist came from underneath the toilet.
So he's got mist coming from under his toilet like he's in a
smell
movie.
Like flowers. I'm like, is this how they let me know to leave? Like, I don't know. But, like, anyway.
Interesting.
But
they just start piping in like good smells to like, cleanse the toilet per use.
No, so it ended up being like you can have a.
It was a gas bomb.
You can have a spray so that when you leave the toilet, it doesn't smell like shit and other stuff that you've done.
They're way ahead of the times there.
Yeah, and so there's another one that's like a.
So it's just like built into like every.
Automatic spray.
A lot of them, not every single one, but a lot of the.
Wow,
here,
what a civilized society.
And then they have ones for like noise, so when you like think. It's just like a random little like bird flying.
Oh, so you could give yourself like. Okay,
that actually
like white noise sounds
wonderful
to muffle the sound of your
muffle either the shit or the pee, depending on what.
Yeah, if you don't want to leave a spray.
If you're feeling shy.
Yeah, and
they're so modest, the Japanese,
yeah,
eh?
They are.
Yeah,
and some of them
but like
it makes. Poo.
I'm down for that.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
They try to pretend that they don't poo and stuff. Everybody shits, man. That's crazy, but they make it seem like you probably don't.
Part of my segment for later touches on this.
No way. Oh, wow. All right, well, I'm excited to get there, so let's get to this next one so we can get ahead and get into that segment. So wait, not that. We're going to go to, so just as a follow-up from last week, we got to do this one. I need to answer this question. I need you guys to answer this question, which is, does this make me gay? And of course, I'm being silly, it doesn't have to, don't take it so seriously. But the point is, it's a bit sus. Maybe. It made me think to myself, I was like, shit. So I need to share it with y'all. So
is this an ad?
Yeah, it shouldn't. I mean, I didn't expect there to be ads. I definitely. So we're gonna just go ahead and mute that.
Why are we pausing the ad?
So this is Yahya Abdul Mateen, the second.
The second.
The second.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, of course, Yahya Abdul Mateen the first. And
okay.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, that looks nice.
No, I mean like your guy's being covered up.
Okay, yeah, I can.
Scooch it over.
Yeah. Either way, just make it full. That's what I was gonna do. It's just because we just want to make sure you guys can see him on the screen here. So this is Yahya Abdul Mateen, and he's on Kimmel. And this is where the story begins. So I was watching this segment on Kimmel with Yahya Abdul Mateen. He is the actor who plays Mr. Manhattan in the new show The Watchmen, new-ish. It came out, I think, early last year.
All right, I'm going to be honest. I have not
seen it. Okay,
I haven't seen a lot of shows.
Maybe this will entice you. So
okay.
This is what happened to me.
Is it going to make me gay? What just happened?
Same thing. Son of a bitch.
Also, just don't forget you gotta rewind the video. I think to the front.
No, so actually I saved it at the right spot.
Oh,
so
really?
This is
How
the
long
spot
is
that
this?
we wanted it. Yeah, I don't know. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. So here, the point was, so I'm watching this video, this segment, whenever, like a year ago, and I was thinking about watching this show, The Watchmen, but I hadn't started watching it yet. And then I saw this segment, and they talk about how they reveal here on Kimmel that you see his wee-wee you see his penis
in
on the show. So as Dr. Manhattan. So you get to, so they reveal that. And then almost immediately I was like, yeah, I guess I'm going to tune in. And so the question is, it's okay. So here's the segment, though, what I'm
Okay.
watching. It was entertaining. Is it, I'm going to make sure, oh yeah, this sound is up. No, it's
It's
taking
not
sound.
coming
It's just because
through then.
YouTube's
Okay.
muted.
So Watchmen is, as anybody who knows, is based on a graphic novel, which is a fancy word for comic book, which is a great graphic novel, great comic book. And there's an unbelievable twist in the show, and you are really the twist, because it just seemed like you were Regina King's husband.
Which is not a bad deal, right?
Not at all.
You know, if the breakdown says, stay-at-home husband, I'm like, well, who's my wife? Regina King, HBO, you don't really got to say much else. So
Damon Lindelof is the writer and creator.
You know what I mean? I'm signing up for that job 7 days out of the week.
Did you know that it was going to start off very domestic, and then it was suddenly you would become a nude blue god?
Nah, man.
You did not know.
Had no
Because the
idea.
thing about Dr. Manhattan is he's naked all the time. He does never wears clothes. He's a naked blue god, like he says.
When did you find out that this
So-
was going to be the case?
They can show just like straight up dicks on TV now?
On HBO. Yeah, if you're on the right channel.
Oh, interesting.
Like in Game of Thrones, like there's lots of dicks. Although then there's a good South Park episode where it's like flaccid wieners, because they're like, why does he only show flaccid wieners? Is he scared of hard wieners?
That's true, actually. Interesting.
And Butters just can't get it out of his head the entire episode. And yeah, so they can fully show cock and balls all on screen.
Wow.
And so you get to see his. Immediately, I decided at that moment I was going to watch the show. But in my defense, so this is where, I mean, you can say what you want. In my defense, I thought immediately, oh, they got good production value.
Oh, right. If they can afford to pay a man to
Yes.
show his dick.
I'm like, if they got this guy, this big cast, he's going to show his dick. I'm like, okay, so the production value is there.
That
And
is
that's
so
what sells me on a
Funny
show.
that is where your brain goes.
But it was purely based on this new information. The only new information that came to me was regarding the
That you were
nudity.
gay.
And so is that the verdict? Is that the verdict? I feel like I have preserved my innocence, or at least my straightness, not to imply
straightness.
that there's any lack of innocence. And I don't even.
Innocence.
So
I think that you should, not be afraid of these feelings. And
this is him in the show, by the way. No wiener, because we can't do X rated.
okay, wait.
On YouTube,
So he does wear clothes sometimes, though?
This is maybe like when he just turned into him. Maybe he still had clothes on. You're right. That is a good point. But I think this, because typically he's always naked, but he didn't you'd have to watch the show, but he kind of turns into him at some point. He was always him, but he forgets that he's him.
Oh, okay.
Basically, until it comes out of him and shit. It's interesting. It's a good show though. I enjoyed it. And one of the things I took away from the show as well, which because it took place more than a year ago when I was watching it on TV, was that all the cops are wearing masks in the show because at that point in where this is set in history, or I guess the future, so to speak, police aren't safe. There's no safety for anybody like that. It wasn't to do with the disease, but it was just that they all had to be masked because in order to have police and still have military things, there are people there was such
couldn't,
rebellion and all these
know
other
who they
things.
were,
Exactly,
basically.
yeah.
Oh, no.
But it's a pretty trippy, cool story overall.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you guys
I don't
can-
think that makes you
can write
gay.
and tell us.
I feel like, you can recognize a good-looking
that
human
too, right? I mean,
specimen.
do look at 'em
regardless of
at the end
gender.
of the day. What? Yeah. I mean,
Right?
if we are looking
You're gay
at
if you don't want to see his penis, realistically.
Yeah. That makes you a loser gay. Yeah.
Wait.
You cannot see a gay loser.
Yeah.
All together. So what,
I definitely shot the pilot, and it was somewhere in between the second episode and the third episode, and I
Did I
was
pause
building
it?
up Cal to be a person that people could be in love with, and
So he didn't even
stay-at-home
know when he
husband
was
who
doing it
cooks
that
and
he was
cleans
gonna.
and
This
doesn't
was
work and
happening.
things like that, and
Anyway.
And Damon told me that he wanted to speak to me about his character.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. Whenever I did a Netflix show a lot of years ago,
That's
when
right,
I
everybody. Jackie was on
auditioned,
Netflix. She was on a Netflix show.
and when
Go watch. Check it out.
yeah, when I
talented.
auditioned, it said that the role would have to do upper frontal
Multidimensional.
nudity. Wow, upper frontal nudity.
Oh, okay. That was like right in. Was that kind of like in the role? What would you call it? Tape or roll? Like whatever they send you, it's like tells you what they require.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the breakdown or whatever of the roles. So like I don't know, when I went and auditioned, I was like, yeah, I can do that. Like I didn't have to like actually be naked for the audition. But then when I got the part, I was like, fuck, now I have to actually do that. But when I went to set that day, they actually had a prosthetic that went over top of me because my character was supposed to be ripped in
Interesting.
half.
Oh, right.
So I didn't actually end up having to be naked on camera, but it just looks like I am.
Right.
They made me look more impressive, so.
Interesting. We
I was
should
okay
show
with that.
those sometime. Or do you have?
I mean, if you just type
Yeah.
in on Google, like, Hemlock Grove,
Yeah. Can we find you?
Lisa Willoughby.
We can find you, Lisa Willoughby.
I'm sure if you just type in, like, Hemlock Grove Lisa.
So we're looking up right here.
Oh, gross.
Hemlock Grove, Lisa. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's you right there. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And
the one
that's
beside.
your.
Oh, that is my
torn
name.
up torso.
Yeah.
Okay. So that you had to like wear this basically.
Yeah. But, like,
Interesting.
the one there beside the brunette picture,
This. Oh.
that one, that one there, that's also me.
Super out of focus. Oh shit! Yeah, okay. You're like torn up here, giving us a big
ripped
scream.
apart.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's kind of nutters. That's Hemlock Grove. Yeah, is that still on Netflix right now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Well, fucking go watch that too. I think I did. I went and watched like the first one of this when you told me about this like a while ago, but I haven't completed this show.
I'm going to be honest. I haven't actually watched it in its entirety either. I literally went through and like found
Probably
my
happens
parts
to a
and
lot of
was
actors.
like, I'm good.
That's sweet though. Very cool.
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah.
that's
It
a
was
good
super fun.
like artwork too, like whatever you would call it. Like I mean, like it's pretty.
Well, apparently
you
it was
know?
like the same crew that did Walking Dead. And like it was produced by Eli Roth. So he did like
I'm not familiar
Hostel.
with him, but The Walking Dead makes sense. I mean, that's like a very gory, like that kind of stuff in the show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was pretty legit. Bill Skarsgård was in it.
Bill Skarsgård.
The guy went on to
Bill
play.
Skarsgård.
Yeah, man. I did a scene with him.
No way.
And then he went on to play freaking Pennywise. Like, no
Oh,
way,
is that
bro.
who he is? I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, I hate you.
But
Like, I feel like I say that in every episode, and that's probably what we should actually call
the
this
show?
It's just, I
Yeah.
hate you. Because, like, every time.
yeah, it's sometimes I think maybe you know, and then you let me know.
No, I just thought maybe you
That's
were,
sick
like,
though. I do
actually
know
impressed.
Pennywise, and I do like I can put a face to him when you say that, but
Yeah.
I'm not like amazing with actors' names. I did have to look up his name. I probably could identify him by his wiener, but if not, I've told you by his name or face. I'd be like, that's that's definitely
yeah.
Abdul. I could tell
That's
you. I could tell you him apart between.
Wait, what?
Everyone knows what I'm trying to say. Especially because there's a blue wiener. You can always tell a blue wiener from other ones. So.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. But what if you're colorblind?
You know, man, I was making a joke about what was like the Mitch Hedberg that from another episode too, but it made me think of him again because he's got this other one-liner where he says like, I don't know where it even like it's so random his jokes, but he says something like "To hell with purple people." He's like, unless they're choking, then you can help them.
Purple people.
Do you want to? We should. I think
Should we do
should
show
go
and
into
tell?
yours. Yeah, let's do some show and tell here, and you tell me what you want me to pull up.
Okay. All right, so welcome.
Oh wait, Didn't I put
Jackie's
them
fucked
all
up
in
show and
here?
tell.
Wait, give it, yeah, stay on. Nice. Just give me 1 second. I gotta do something here while I pull up your show and tell.
Like I keep hitting my face on this mic.
Just stay on that angle for 1 sec while I copy this. I thought I did this right before, but I guess I didn't. Or it didn't copy. Alright, here we go. So you tell me what you want.
Alright.
Those links we'll just have to link to because they don't otherwise work. But
Okay.
is this
So,
sufficient?
The first one
Trying to
there,
think.
you can, like, actually the very first one that you have there.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways,
Oh, that
this
is a link. Or
week's
not.
segment is about weird or, like, disturbing museums from around the world.
Cool.
I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
So, taking us over to Japan,
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo.
We
Okay.
were just talking about
This
so
is
it's not a bidet museum. It's
no.
we see what comes out of the bidet. That's what we're looking at here.
So you know you were saying that we should have
Weird.
gotten me to try to pronounce things. It's
Yeah,
gonna
last-
happen right now.
Right now? Okay, perfect. So everything comes together.
Okay. So
Indigenu.
this is the Naguro parasitologic.
So it's some kind of parasite?
Yes.
Okay, it's a
Okay,
parasite.
it's a parasite museum.
Oh, okay. A parasite museum with other words.
So it's devoted to parasites and the science of parasitology. Is that how you pronounce
That sounds pretty close. I don't know, but
Parasitology?
it sounds right.
So it displays more than 300 parasite specimens, including the world's longest tapeworm.
Nice. These are all just from like one guy too, right?
Oh my god.
It's like they're sumo wrestlers.
That's disgusting. I don't know why that
they just
actually makes
pull
me
all
want to
these-
vomit. Bad idea.
Oh no, please don't. Just all over the desk. There's nowhere to vomit in here.
Oh god.
Nowhere to go.
Some other displays include a preserved dolphin's stomach and a turtle's head that have both been overtaken by parasites.
Oh wow, that'd be kind of interesting to see actually what that would look like. Of the stomach, and we don't see those not pictured here, eh? Per se?
There is another picture that I sent over
Mhm.
that has.
Oh, perhaps this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure honestly what this is because I don't speak.
So wait,
the
which
language,
ones did you say
but-
there was a stomach and a heart? So that looks
Yeah,
more
that
like
looks
a
like a-
stomach.
Oh, okay.
Were you gonna say a heart?
I was gonna say a brain.
Oh,
but
a brain. Well, it's like all the folding. It does could be a brain in that sense, but I think it could also just be intestines. I'm really not sure what were the things that you said. There was like a dolphin something. I thought
well,
you
yeah,
said
there was a
stomach
turtle's
and
head and then
turtle
a
head.
dolphin's stomach. So
Yeah, that's probably a
This
dolphin
could be the
stomach. Right
stomach.
there. You know what's weird about that? And so I taught this course at Carleton. This one was a mini course, like a 1-week intensive course for high school students. I
okay.
teach in the university as well, but this was specifically like a high school course for high school students who were like keeners that got to take a week off of regular school to come to the university to learn about whatever there was like 50 different types of classes from photography, geography to mine, which was about neuroscience.
Oh, that's so cool.
First day in.
I also was a keener, so
Yeah, you were there one day.
I
a lot of it
wasn't. I'm
time.
like, that sounds cool though.
You would have had a good time. I think anybody would enjoy the class. It was really neat. It's mostly just like intro to neuro type things and covering cool experiments and stuff. But the first day I wheeled in a big cart with like 8 different brains on it.
Oh my god.
I had like a dolphin brain, cow, pig, mice, obviously,
How did you
mouse and all these
acquire
things.
said brains?
Because like I was like, this is at the university at Carleton, and so in the labs, like there we just have brains that are being researched on, and then there is
Oh, that's interesting.
other ones that are just like in the cupboard, just like a
Dolphin
cupboard
brains?
full of brains. Yeah, just different brains. And so I just put them all on a cart, covered it with a big white sheet like a mad scientist, wheeled it down the halls of the university,
God.
up the elevator, into my
limping
classroom.
with a hump, like
Yeah, just like getting through the door, trying to get over a bump without the fucking cart tipping
oh my
over,
god,
you know.
brain juice going everywhere.
And then taking the sheet off and revealing to these kids, and that's obviously exciting. And they got to basically the first thing
Did
we
they
did
like
was
dissect
like
the brains?
no, because we can't touch them in the way that they're in there. But basically, it was like I got them all to take turns coming to look at them and like examining things and taking notes. And basically, I wanted them to like come up with things that they could identify that seemed different between the brains.
Okay.
And things
Oh,
like
that's cool.
what was, you know, because if you look at a small enough like a rat brain, you know, there's only certain formations that have even happened. And we did have a whole monkey skull and brain in there, so you see the bottom of the monkey head that's still preserved basically, but the top is opened up with the brain.
Okay.
Fuck, I have pictures of this too somewhere. I feel like, I mean, we have the liberty of photos, why wouldn't I use them? I might as well, even though it's more plug-in myself because it's literally on my own Instagram. But
what is
why
your
not?
Instagram, if people are wondering?
If people are wondering, it's Fat Buchanan _ eat more. It's got to be in here. It's like we're not just trying to look at my Instagram. I don't know what
I
you
think
guys
we
see
might
on
be.
screen, but, we're pretty close. There it is. I didn't lie to you.
Ew, I don't like that.
There we go. Now you can see that.
Oh my god,
So
that's really
that's
gross.
the monkey's brain. I think that's a human brain.
Whoa.
That's the dolphin brain. Look at how big it is. You know, a dolphin sleeps half
Whoa.
of its brain at a time. So a dolphin can swim and sleep at the same time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, one half keeps working while the other half sleeps. That was a chicken brain.
Oh.
What else do we have in here? Or is that the dolphin? I think there's some that are more. There was more than one of some of them too. So
Jeez.
brains.
Yeah, that's really disturbing.
All right. So this was the pesticide. What other museums?
Yeah. Okay, so the next one that we can bring up here. So this one is in Iceland, and it is the Icelandic Phallological Museum. And you
Bigfoot cock.
guessed it. So this museum actually has the world's largest display of penises and penile parts.
In Iceland, right?
Yeah, you fucking
They're
bet.
very
Big dick energy up
Rusty,
there.
yeah. No kidding. The biggest of Dick's energy. That it looks like a gigantus if you were.
Yeah,
so
well,
giants existed.
Apparently,
Like a
they carry over 300 penises from more than 100 species of mammal.
horse. Feel bad for all those mammals.
Yeah, you know,
Hundreds sad, buried or eaten.
yeah, that's true actually.
That's lots of mammals though.
But there's also art. I believe that's an art piece.
Okay, that was like sculpted by somebody in honor of the.
Maybe it's like a
museum.
whale. I
I don't know if
really
whales
sure.
have giant whale cocks.
Okay,
or
this
not.
was another one. So they have phallic art and crafts such as lampshades made from the scrotum of bulls.
Arts and
Like,
crafts. Come on, kids. I went to Tim's
let's make the
birthday
scrotum
party, and
shade.
well, in the gift bag, the loot bag, you know, they gave us little scrotum arts
Little
and crafts.
sacks.
Do they even have bulls out there? Like,
Not
Jesus.
anymore. There's another picture also for this one that shows a little bit more of the more
Oh, they
more
get
penises.
bigger.
Yeah, because I think they've
Are
got
you
them from
kidding
like
me?
whales
That could
and
be
stuff.
a whale cock.
Yeah,
I've never seen one. I don't think to know if they had one, but if I
I
saw
believe
one,
that must
I
be
would
what
say
that
that
is,
must
yeah.
be what that is. It kind of also looks like it could be like Dumbledore's hat. Like the top of his hat just very withered out. Like that's the sorting hat.
the other one kind of does too, though, with like the lean. I feel
This
like it's
one?
the crooked sort of lean.
The spun one or this one here?
no, the
This
one, yeah.
Because I'd say that looks more like the horn of like a what is that one called?
Oh.
Like a cranklehorn snorlax or something. It's like one of the names of a Pokemon.
Oh.
I'm mixing up all my things. It's from Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts, or there's also one that Luna Lovegood refers to in one. It's like but I want to say like Snorlax, but that's probably what made me think of Pokemon, because it's called like a Crackle-horn Snorlax, something stupid like that.
I actually recently went through and watched all of the Harry
they're all
Potter,
dicks.
but I don't remember.
What was your favorite? Do you have a favorite one, or
The first two.
they're very wholesome, magical,
Yeah.
real good time.
I feel like the first one realistically is my favorite though. I've only actually seen the older, or the later movies of
I used to basically
Harry Potter,
have
like,
the
once.
first one memorized. Like I watched
Oh,
it so
man.
many times as a
Yeah.
kid, like 20, 40, 50 times.
as a
Just-
kid.
Yeah.
Still watching it all the
Oh,
time.
I
as
still
an
do.
adult.
I watched it, probably worked my way through all of the movies almost once a year at some point
Yeah.
in time. Just like it's my I throw it on all the time. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. On early COVID, I didn't want to do, I didn't continue my podcast in terms of the interviewing and other things, and because of COVID and everything, and comedy wasn't happening. But one thing I did do was a Harry Potter trivia night on Zoom that I was hosting, and it was sick.
That's so cute.
There was like 50 people there. Actually, it was a good enough turnout. I was happy with
Wow.
it. Some people from even like Australia, like total randoms, they just saw, because I posted it to some Harry Potter groups, like, hey, I'm doing a Harry Potter trivia night
Oh, that's
on
so
Facebook,
fun.
and just some people tuned in, and like it was pretty fun, and I did it in there. It's neat. I made it magical,
Oh my
magically.
God.
I literally had a fucking I called him a wizard come in. It's my friend Alex Kazam. He's a magician, but he's
Kazam?
really
Oh,
good.
what?
Yeah, he's sick, and he
Okay,
did.
can we get a guest on here?
Yeah, we could have
Can
a
it
guest
be
in here,
a
and he can do some
magician?
magic. All right, let's look at some more.
Okay, yes. So this next one here
This
is
one?
from Tasmania, Australia, and is the Museum.
Museum.
Isn't that so fun?
That's very cute. Very,
Museum.
very nice way to put it too.
It's dedicated to all things feces.
You know what's funny about
It's
this?
the only one of its kind in Australia.
Yeah, you gotta. You people will travel from far and wide
Yeah.
to get there. I mean, I was saying,
Comes
what's
with
funny about
interactive
this, but
displays.
It's just like the dog walkers outside. All their dogs.
No, apparently
showing.
they have like art made out of parrotfish poo.
Oh, so they will craftsmen, real crafts people.
yeah. And apparently there's something called a paleoscatologist.
So somebody who is like a paleontologist,
art.
but actually a scatologist, like they
Yeah, who-
specifically investigate poop fossils.
Right? That's interesting.
Okay,
So
imagine that's
very,
like,
very
where do you
niche
go
lane
in
to
life,
go.
yeah, when you're like, that's what I'm. I mean, I know about. That's like, how many steps away do you think that is from being a proctologist?
Wait, what's a proctologist?
Proctologist is like the butt doctor, human butt doctor.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like it's the same lane-ish.
Yeah, it's like a failed proctologist, so he became a scatologist.
Yeah.
And he just, but also scat like poo, but I love scat that's also just like
Oh, yes, scatologist.
like
Oh,
just scatting.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, no.
I love scatting. Not myself personally, I just like listening to it.
Oh, scat, like skidat bap deep bap, not scatting.
I don't know which one's right anymore.
Immediately when I saw this, what it reminded me of, for some reason, my mom and I, it was like an inside joke, but it was like our reality. When I was younger, my mom and I, young enough when I lived it back at my parents', I guess, like 10 years ago, every time I drive somewhere with my mom, or she was driving me to drop me off or whatever it was, and you'd see a dog on the side of the road, we would always see the dog, and within like our passing, it would start to shit. Like all the time, because you see lots of dogs on your drive, but I mean,
Right.
it just gets uncanny when like every
Every
time you
single
go out,
one.
7, 8, 12 dogs, like every time they're just shitting.
Just immediately like,
And so my mom and I
They've been
became a
waiting for
thing,
you.
and we'd be driving by, we get to laugh at the shit.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right. The Museum. We have another one from Museum. This must
Oh,
be
yes.
the work of the scatologist, or the I don't remember the word now.
Paleoscatology.
This is camel, herbivore, lion. What is this? Okay, so this is a carnivore diet, a herbivore diet. So it shows you that the different poop types.
Yeah.
That's what we're seeing here.
Herbivore.
So you can see that the herbivore one is much more, rock and stone-like, whereas the carnivore one looks like mud.
Yeah, but I mean, that one over there is also herbivore.
That is also herbivore, but a zebra. So that's a camel herbivore versus a zebra herbivore.
Weird that it's so different.
Ever wanted to, really get to know
I'm
your poops
interested.
from different animals, we have Jackie to thank for this.
Yeah.
So, everybody.
Well, like if you're ever planning on traveling anywhere, you're going to want to know what are some like cool places to visit in that destination. And I mean, if you're going to Australia, you'd really be disappointed if you didn't know that going to a museum was an option.
If you went all the way to Australia and you didn't go to the museum?
It's just so fun to say.
Could you imagine? I don't even know what I would do if I didn't spend the $17 to get into the museum. It's probably... I wonder how much. One of the coolest museums I got to go to that was a total weird random one was when I was in Barcelona. They had like I think they called it a 420 museum, or maybe it was just called like Cannabis Museum. Okay. But it was like ancient cannabis stuff. Well, lots of old cannabis stuff, like people and like devices that were used to smoke weed, say like,
that's cool.
Hundreds of years ago as well as like 1,000 years ago. But then they also had... This fucking mic.
Sounds like it's going well.
Yeah, it's like it's drooping slowly throughout the whole episode.
Oh no! So you just keep having to like.
Yeah, I just look like I'm getting more and more hunched. But they also had like cool things like from original stuff, like when Cheech and Chong like first released certain things and early like editions of their rolling papers. I don't know. It was a fun little. And this guy in the alleyway was trying to sell me weed. Like literally, there's a place. Some places like they're called cannabis clubs there, where you're supposed to be able to just like buy weed in Barcelona, but it is technically illegal. But you can smoke while you're in the cannabis club.
Okay, this was something I was confused about when I was in Italy, because I feel like it was like something. Or no, in Italy it was THC was illegal, so I bought weed in Italy.
Interesting.
And it actually was like straight CBD.
Yeah.
So I was like,
if you like
what I wanted.
in literally like the Switzerland airport and places like in Europe like that, you can find like CBD will be sold in stores, and it looks like you're there buying weed, but it's 100% CBD. Yeah. Certain places only, like Amsterdam, a few that will allow you to buy weed products. But there's these cannabis clubs that you can go to, and if you're a member of the club, which you can kind of get referrals if you just like talk to the right people at your hotel that you stay at or something. Okay. And they told me where this club was, but then another guy, like a more hood guy, is just kind of hanging outside that area because he knows people are looking for it. And then you show up and he's like, hey, let me take you to the thing. I'm going to take you to the thing. And you come down here, we'll get you what you need. And I was like, nah, man, this and that. And then I did
how I get murdered.
Yeah. So
did you buy the weed from him?
No, I didn't. And I didn't even follow him in the first place. Never follow anybody like that. I had some sketchy times and
there's me.
Just walk away.
I might as well check it out.
But I did manage to find the club, but then it was like an ordeal because it's like you got to be a member of the club and you got to sign up and this and that. And I was like, you know what, like it's not worth it. But it was cool to check out. I was in the area, I just went to the beach and had a time anyway. So
yeah, it's kind of like the museum. You just want to go check it out.
So we got one more because I've got.
Yes, this one is not really in the same
final game segment too.
The same lane of disturbing.
A little less disturbing.
This
Seems a lot more cute.
I just thought was
something
adorable.
that Marion would like.
Okay, so this
Marion, just to be clear, would not like anything else that we've covered today. In fact, if she even knew that was included in the same episode as the rest of it.
Sorry, Marion.
Oh, good thing she's not on the internet, obviously.
How dare you? She might be. Your email is probably just coming soon.
Yeah.
This one is another word that I can't pronounce, but it's
books.
Books. Wow.
Books.
All right, so this is in a place that I can't pronounce, but It's a museum of tiny books.
That is really cute, though.
Yeah, so
I wonder what their tiniest book is.
Okay, so here's the thing. They have on their display the tiniest or the smallest book in the world, which must be read by magnifying glass.
All right. The naked eye can't even see it. It's so tiny. It is the crown jewel of their collection.
Right?
You better be coming in with your own
why.
fucking magnifying glass. Otherwise, you ain't reading shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought it was adorable.
They're pretty micro.
Very
Those are
unnecessary.
adorable.
And also, how do you
Very
acquire?
unnecessary. It's like you could have a huge museum. Like there's such tiny books. You could have the whole museum in this room.
It does actually look rather small.
I also love though, like there is kind of like if you were to just see those, you'd be like, those are really little books. But then you look at those, you're like, those are tiny books. Like those books are so small.
It takes you on such a journey.
It's like you think you're seeing the good stuff. You just get in the museum. You just
There's no way they got tinier books than that.
Yeah. This is actually like adjacent to the giant cock museum.
Yeah.
It's like they're attached. They share rev. You know, they yeah, I was going to say they share revenue. It's like they share rent. It's like, shit, you know, we both are kind of on a niche here, right? So.
Yeah. You take up, 80% for the penises, and we'll just take this 20% for our little books.
Yeah, people come in here, they're like, oh, we're in the gift shop. They're like, no, this is actually the Tiny Book Museum. Oh, shit.
Oh, God, I don't know. I think it's just so cute.
I love it.
Miniature books.
What's the small? I'm trying to think. I have a couple books that are probably pretty little. They're like toilet reader books. I think the bathroom readers, and they're like this big.
Yeah.
And, yeah. They're real small.
I don't have any books, so.
Yeah, no books. Okay, so
No, that's a joke. I actually have a lot of books. I recently moved, and it's been one of the most annoying things to find space for to unpack.
is that right? Just like it is, they're quite bulky and heavy
Right?
books.
And they just take up space. Like, I need to get more shelving, realistically, because I actually have one box I haven't actually unpacked yet that is currently becoming like a nightstand, and I gotta knock that shit off because that'll be permanent.
Yeah, I end up with like piles of things on tables and side tables that just get stacked up, and you do what you can,
Do
All
what
right.
you feel is right.
We're gonna do our closing segment here, or get our closing segment going.
All right.
I'm excited for this. So this is our game segment for this week, and the object of this segment is called Attack the Microphone. It's a rap battle between Jackie and I. No, it's
God.
not. Okay, look away for a sec,
I'm
Jackie.
so unprepared.
While I make this full screen, you don't look. Everyone else. Let me just make this a full screen. I made. Son of a bitch. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we're good. So this segment is called Punchlines, or maybe we'd call it's like Guess That Punchline. That's kind of the premise to be more explanatory. So the goal of this segment is I prepared four different lines. They're punchlines from different comedians.
Okay.
And there's multiple choice A, B, C, and you have to guess which comedian the joke is from.
Oh, God.
Whose joke is that? They're all like big comedians, relatively well known, and so let's see how you do. So this is the punchline segment.
This is just going to be embarrassing.
Maybe you do one for me sometime. We'll see if I do any better. I think we'll see how you do. Okay, so the first one here. I guess you can almost I'll read it. As you see, you can see most of it on screen. Here's the line.
Okay.
I think if I took therapy, the doctor would quit. He would just pick up the couch and walk out of the room. I was also thinking, should I try to like do it like the comic who it is? But I don't think I'm that good to do that anyways. So again, the joke was, I think if I took therapy, the doctor would quit. He would just pick up the couch and walk out of the room. Is it A, Jim Carrey, B, Don Rickles, or C, Sarah Silverman?
I feel like Jim Carrey went to therapy, so I don't know if he would make that joke. But okay, I'm gonna go with Jim Carrey.
A,
Don
Jim
Rickles?
Carrey. Let's see.
Was it B?
Why do you second guess
Damn
yourself?
it.
There, it was B,
That's what
Don
I was
Rickles.
thinking.
Yeah, a classic Don Rickles joke.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's all right. Next question.
Let's
What a
gear
guy.
up for some hateful comments.
How do you not know that?
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, like, it could, like, they're all funny people. It could be anybody, you know? Okay. Marriage is really tough because you have, so, okay, here's the joke. For anybody listening, just to make sure
right.
you understand what's happening here. Marriage is really tough because you have to deal with feelings and lawyers. Is that A, Jerry Seinfeld, B, Richard Pryor, or C, Bill Cosby's mugshot? With the dirty mask down and the bad beard for his press soap.
Wow, is this like a current picture of both?
That was like the one, his like mugshot basically. Like the one they took before he went in jail, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's why the mask. How about The Mask? Speaking of Jim Carrey, good fucking movie.
How about it? I'm gonna go with Richard Pryor.
B, Richard Pryor. Yeah,
yes.
There you go. That's not too bad.
All right,
I was watching a bunch of his stuff earlier on account of making this segment. And,
nice.
So good.
Yeah, I feel like I actually was
good.
watching. I watched like a movie or something with him in it recently.
Oh yeah, I bet he'd be a good actor. Or like pretty funny too, or like he could do a good action character. I bet, like a cop or like a serious agent type guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly
remember.
Smoked too much weed. I remember yesterday.
All right. Here is the joke. Joke number 3. We got 4 of these, so there's one more after this. I was on a date with this really hot model. Well, it wasn't really a date. It was, we just ate dinner, saw a movie, and then the plane landed. Is that A, Dave Attell, B, Seth Rogen, or C, Joe Rogan?
Dave Attell.
A, Dave Attell, and Jackie is on a fucking roll! I mean, honestly, if I didn't, like, I know all of these comics, but, like, I don't know every one of their jokes, so, I mean, I would almost be guessing at this point. Like, I would try to think about it, I guess, based on the comic,
well,
right?
honestly,
Like,
I just know the other two's comedy more, so I was like, I don't think that's really what they, I mean,
right.
the other one, I don't know, it could have been.
It's not like their genre, that's kind of what you're thinking. Like, I wonder, what were you
and
thinking?
I thought Seth
for
Rogen was
too?
Would be too obvious.
Yeah, okay. Wanted to look at his happy face though. And then what made you think Pryor, or you just like you were feeling it?
I honestly I just like him the best out of those people.
Nice. All right. The last one here.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so here's the joke. Here's the punchline, and let's see if Jackie gets the last one. So far she's 2 out of 4. It's not bad at all. I'm a godmother. That's the great thing, to be a godmother. She calls me God, for short. That's cute. I taught her that. The audience laughs at the joke. It's crazy. It's A, Amy Schumer, B, Tiffany Haddish, or C, Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen?
Is it C, Ellen DeGeneres?
It's Dave Attell.
Wait, what? Oh, I pressed the wrong. It's Dave Attell.
What a twist.
It was Ellen.
Oh, no way!
Ellen, no way.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I think,
Killing
she
it.
took the joke from Dave Attell, but...
obviously.
It was actually... originally a Dave Attell joke. I actually, when I was in New York the last time, the only time I was in New York, so I don't know why I said the last time, it's the only time I've ever been there, but It was the last, like, trip I had. I saw Dave Attell at the Comedy Studio. It was fucking sick, too. I mean, a bunch of other comics, but he did, like, 40 minutes, and you're supposed to do 20, and he just kept on just, like, laughing it off, and, like, just kept doing it and doing his thing, and it was unreal.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that was an Ellen. That was the Ellen one.
Yay.
So, anything give it away for that one?
Well, I actually was thinking about her, like, most recent special there, where it's
relatable,
and the whole joke was kind of that, or, like, just around whether she is relatable or not, right? So I was kind of like, I feel like making a joke about calling herself God would maybe be in line with
good
that special.
Like Jackie's comedy IQ is off the charts.
Apparently. I don't have a lot of hobbies. Comedy is one of them.
Comedy is one of them.
It's the main one.
You're thriving.
And I'm not even that good at it.
All right. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for this episode. Fucking come watch the next one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wait, do we have like a something we're gonna follow up on from this episode in the next episode?
Yeah, what are we gonna follow up on here?
Wasn't there something? We've already forgot.
Yeah, you're probably right. No, there was. Let's see.
Baby shoe.
The
baby shoe. Yeah,
Thank
we're gonna
you.
follow up with the baby shoe
Yeah.
for sure.
You know you gotta come back for that baby shoe.
And actually, why don't I just show one? I'll just show one more video right before the end here. A little teaser. It's not really a teaser because I'm showing it now.
Right.
So this, just because this is so top, this had me going. I watched this the other day. Did you get? So it snowed in Texas, basically. I mean, they had some flakes.
Yeah.
The one place where you don't have a lot of snowflakes, but you got a lot of flakes coming down. And I'm saying this is where they really showed how much, like, they became snowflakes here. This is
Okay.
killable.
of Texas is facing a extremely
This is like their mayor or their senator or some shit. And it snowed there like a little bit the other day. Not even hitting negatives, but
Okay,
anyways, just
so
listen
literally
to this
2 days
press
ago
release.
here, though, it
Yeah.
snowed like what? Literally like 2 feet
Like 2 feet.
in one 24-hour period.
Yeah, I can't even
We still had to go
get
to
into my
fucking
backyard
work.
anymore. And that's just like a normal, literally nobody
Yeah.
even thought twice about it.
Minus 27. That's fine.
So this fucking floored me
Okay,
in
I'm
a
so
laughing manner.
dangerous winter storm in the coming days. A disaster declaration has already been declared for all 254 counties in Texas.
What?
Every
A disaster
part of the state of
declaration.
Texas will face freezing conditions, meaning that includes all the way down to Brownsville, Texas. Will
All this
face
'cause it's
Freezing
gonna be cold,
over the
just
coming
conditions.
days.
because you get
Many
frost.
of those locations across the state of Texas.
I wish
the
I lived
high
somewhere
temperature-
That
where
was just
freezing
warm
conditions
year-round.
was a freaking emergency.
A state of emergency.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like,
for a
Just
day
jealous.
will be in the single digits.
it's so warm there, like, all the time.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is just making me really sad for myself, really. Like,
That's
he's
the-
like concerned that it's going to be in the single digits. So
single
I'm like, can
digits,
we
yeah, you
get
heard
back
that.
up into the plus digits?
You heard
Like,
that right. It was literally the last week or two was fucking freezing outside. Now with the snow, it actually did. Oh fuck! Excuse me. it did warm up a little bit because it'll do that with snow. But now we got all the snow to deal with. But listen, yeah, if you
Yeah.
didn't hear that, the single digits.
Single digits.
Oh,
A day will be in the single digits.
he's fucking blown away.
Yeah.
He can't believe it.
Severity of the cold weather
The
that is
severity.
about to be experienced here in the coming days is unprecedented in Texas history. And we need people across the state to get ready for this extremely harsh conditions that are coming.
extremely harsh. Get ready.
That's, you see what I'm saying? I'm talking about snowflakes.
Put on a
That's-
sweater.
Yeah, like they won't. They're barely gonna get enough snow or cold or freeze that they could, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing is
That's
gonna
so
happen.
funny.
Put on a sweater, like you said. That's really all you need. A jacket for like a day and a half.
Layers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just layer up.
It's hilarious. Like they've never.
That
It's so
is
crazy
incredible.
how many people, and they're just a lot of people you read about or hear or whatever. They've never even seen snow, and
Yeah.
it's like 8 months of our life out here.
I know. I question all the time why we do this to ourselves and
It's
why we
kinda-
live here.
On the grand scale of the world, think of how weird it is that, like, if there was no houses out here, like, this would just be a barren land covered in fucking snow,
Why?
5 feet deep, everywhere. But we just put up these little dwellings up
Right?
in between.
Why
them.
did we fucking settle here?
How did that happen?
Like, why were they like, yeah, no, this is good
Yeah.
for like 6 months, but we'll just deal with the other 6 months. It's fine. Just
And-
try not to kill yourself once a year, and you're good.
Yeah, that's the Canadian motto.
Yeah.
If we
Just
can make it
get
through another winter. Like, we're the ones who really, when it was like Game of Thrones time and that winter is coming meme was always around, like, that was really shared in Canada. I wonder if the U.S. even, like, had much of that, like, winter is coming.
Yeah. maybe the more northern ones, but like, it's just so weird that their most northern states are still like.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
I don't know enough about their geography. Well,
I don't know anything about geography, so.
I think that's it for today. I mean, I'm going to go spend the rest of this week. By the time we record the next episode, maybe I'll be done shoveling. So I better get started. I'm going to get started shoveling now.
Some really severe conditions out here.
Yeah. It's super severe. We need all states, all members of the society to prepare for this unprecedented weather conditions, which like literally we are getting, another 60 centimeters still, which for everybody else out there, that's 2 feet of snow coming. So
is that for real?
Yeah, we're supposed to over the course of February, so not like tomorrow, but over the rest of February. Huge storms are coming.
I'm just like legitimately depressed now.
We just ruined Jackie's night. Just ruined Jackie's night. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Wish Jackie luck. Go send her some love, please. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
What? You could buy it. Bye. Like you. You might as well do bye and then like throw in the microphone.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm crying.
When I was recording some stuff before, I used to do that instead of doing a real fade. I would literally just be like, well, I would talk and then I would slowly go away from the microphone just to get the fade. Or if I was doing music.
That's so great.
Oh, wow.
I'm actually crying. I don't know why.
We did it, everybody. Oh, she's crying.
I started now.
We caught that.
Nice.
That's why you keep recording.